Rabies is a serious viral infection. A person exposed to rabies virus will probably die unless treated as quickly as possible. Rabies is carried by mammals, especially dogs, but cats, bats, and even monkeys can put you at risk if their saliva gets under your skin from a bite or a scratch, or into your mouth from licking. Once the virus enters the nervous system, it makes its way to the brain, which is usually fatal. You can prevent exposure by doing the following. Avoid contact with any mammal in countries where there is risk, particularly dogs. Our expert will outline the risk for your itinerary during your appointment. Avoid touching or feeding monkeys. If you visit a monkey forest or temple, first remove all jewelry and carry as little as possible with you. Use protective measures to avoid bat exposure if planning to visit bat-infested caves. Be especially vigilant with children because they may not report bites or scratches if they occur. If you do get bitten, do the following. Immediately cleanse all wounds thoroughly with copious amounts of soap or detergent and water, under a running tap if possible, for a minimum of 15 minutes. Apply a virucide such as iodine to the wounds. Seek medical attention as soon as possible at the best medical center you can get to within 24 hours. A physician there will determine whether you need an antibody serum called RIG. This is the antidote that needs to be administered as soon as possible if you have never had rabies shots. 4 additional booster shots in the arm will be administered as well. If you have had rabies shots ahead of time, you will not need RIG, and you only need to get 2 booster doses. Some travelers will decide to get rabies shots ahead of time. This is usually recommended for long-stay travelers in high-risk destinations, shorter-stay travelers in high-risk destinations more than 24 hours from a reliable source of RIG, travelers with extensive outdoor exposure in high-risk destinations where immediate access to appropriate medical care may be limited, risk-averse travelers going to high-risk destinations, especially those engaging in high-risk activities, people working with rabies virus or with animals that may be infected with rabies. The advantage of getting the shots ahead of time is that getting RIG within 24 hours of being bitten is not required. The disadvantage is the high cost of the shots, approximately $700 for a series, particularly when treatment will likely be available in case of an emergency.